Who here is a fan of Goop? I personally haven't purchased or even tried any of their products before, but I do check in on the fashion arm of their label, G label, quite a bit, just because I feel like their classics with a twist and the materials always appear at least very high quality and just very comfortable and cozy. Even if it's a summer linen situation, it feels very comfortable and yet still has like great lines and great silhouettes. So I remember, I think it was like during COVID when she had these big puff sleeved, they were like cropped puff sleeved summer tees, and they were just so fantastic. So I was really stoked then to find out that PALTROW relaunched her G label, revamped it a couple days ago, debuting it at New York Fashion Week in an intimate New York townhouse setting with like family photographs and everything, and inviting just like a handful of women. And it's now called Gwyn, GWYN. And she was like, this is a name that's much closer to my heart. She's like, G label was never a brand name that resonated with me, but for trademark reasons, she couldn't call it Goop label. Specifically, the legal technicality here being that Goop sounded too much like the German fashion brand Jupe with a J, and so she was blocked from calling it Goop label, and now she's decided to call it Gwyn. That said, I don't like the initial lineup. The clothes don't look that different from G label. It's still in Gwyneth Paltrow's preferred, approved, very muted color palette of like beige, creams, navies, no patterns. Nothing zany, right? And not only that, but her creative director, like the designer of her label, Sophia Manasseh, her background, like her design portfolio was with the Olsen's uber luxury, quiet minimalist, The Row. It's also with the Belgian label Maison Margiela, which literally is like white and gray, basically. Like that's been their palette since the 90s. That having been said, also Sophia's personal style icon in an interview, she's like, is Sienna Miller, who for the last decade or so has been the poster child of like bohemian chic with the eyelets and the frills and the cowboy boots. So I'm very curious if Sophia's own personality is gonna like shine through here, and how much Gwyneth Paltrow actually is going to kind of change direction of Gwyn from G label. Gwyneth Paltrow herself said that she wants Gwyn to start where Ralph Lauren leaves off, which is kind of that's definitely like an ambiguous / mysterious way of putting things, because Ralph Lauren, and I have a video on him from a couple months ago, you know, he's so much about building these like big old world luxury worlds, right, of like rich clubby leathers, or like the American West with the massive ranches and the cowboy hats and the tassels and the blankets, plaid blankets, so buffalo check blankets. I was like, how does like Ralph Lauren, Gwyneth Paltrow? It all remains to be seen. It's an exciting mystery, guys. Stay tuned.